Scientists and researchers are always interested in learning more about life on Earth. Even though time and space are quite big, life has discovered a way to keep going and change across billions of years. One of the earliest records of life on Earth comes from the Archean Eon, which was 3.95 billion years ago. During this time, the first organisms appeared, which led to the variety of life we witness today. In this post, we'll talk about the 10 oldest finds of life on Earth. This will help us learn more about the first forms of life that affected the history of our planet. From ancient bacteria to stromatolites, these discoveries tell us a lot about how life on Earth has changed over time. The video is going to be very interesting, so stay with us till the end and subscribe our channel now. Also, don't forget to press the bell icon for regular updates. Let's get into the video. Number 10. Oldest proof that there was life. The oldest signs of life on Earth were found in rocks from Labrador, Canada. These rocks are 3.95 billion years old. Our planet had a very simple atmosphere and oceans 3.6 billion years ago on the Rock State Bank of Iowa. This is when the first signs of life began to appear. Until now, scientists' ideas about how life started on Earth were based on rocks found in Greenland in 2016 that were 3.7 billion years old. In 2016, these rocks were found. The Labrador find is 3.95 billion years old, which is 200 million years older than any other find. Researchers from the University of Tokyo said that the materials that were found were made by microbes. The scientists spent most of their time looking for signs of graphite in their findings. Number 9. The strange case of the man made of clay. Since it was found in 1968 in Acacia, among the graves of people who had been burned, a human clay head that is 2,100 years old has fascinated Russian archaeologists. In 1971, the first X-rays of the skull showed that the bones inside were much smaller than the clay head. At the time, the only way to find out more would have been to open the clay skull, which would have destroyed it. The clay head looks like a young man who was most likely a warrior. Scientists didn't look at this relic of the Tegel culture again for almost 40 years. The Tegel culture is best known for its elaborate funeral practices. Number 8. Tel Caramel. The Tel Carmel settlement mound is in Syria. It is near the Kuwait River. It is 25 kilometers north of Aleppo and 65 kilometers south of the Taurus Mountains. Tel Caramel is 444 meters above sea level at its highest point. The first signs of life on the site appeared 12,000 years before the present. In 2006, investigations showed that the walls of the towers were between half a meter and a meter thick, and that each structure was built more than once in the same place. This idea is backed up by the fact that a 2 to 3 centimeter thick layer of charcoal was found inside and around the tower. At Tel Caramel, some of the skulls were found in the graves, and others were found at the site. In some burials, only the heads were put in the ground. Number 7. The Cave of Lascaux. Since 1979, the Cave of Lascaux has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is home to paintings that are thought to be examples of Franco-Cantabrian cave art. 4 men found the cave on September 12, 1940. The same year, the first scientific paper suggested that the cave paintings were made during the Perigordian period. The artworks were made between 36,000 and 19,000 years before the Common Era. Before the cave was opened to the public in 1948, the artworks were cataloged and over 1,400 copies were made. Number 6. Altamira Cave. The Altamira Cave in Spain, which was found in 1868, is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There are about 930 pictures from the Paleolithic period inside, including etched, charcoal, and colored pictures. The cave is home to a number of paintings. The cave was inhabited between 33,000 and 11,000 BC, until the cave entrance collapsed. Since 1978, the cave has not been open to the public. The cave paintings started to mold as a result of the warm breath of tourists and the attached wooden railings. Number 5. Murujuga. This name is also used for the borough of Peninsula in Western Australia. The number of petroglyphs is thought to be between 60,000 and 1 million. These so-called petroglyphs are estimated to be up to 30,000 years old, and they show images of partially extinct animals. Since 2003, the Burrow Peninsula has been listed by the World Monuments Fund as one of the 100 most endangered monuments in the world. Since 2013, when about 25% of the petroglyphs had already been destroyed by industrialization, the Murujuga National Park has helped protect some of them. Number 4. Theopetra's Cave. Theopetra Cave is on the northeastern side of a limestone formation in Thessaly, Greece. The 500 square meters of sedimentary layers in the cave show that it was occupied from the Middle Paleolithic period through the Upper Paleolithic period, the Middle Stone Age, and the Neolithic period. Radiocarbon analysis was used to date organic materials found in the cave. This showed that people had been in the cave about 46,330 years ago. Number 3. Neolithic masks were used to ward off evil spirits. 9,000-year-old spirit masks are being shown for the very first time at the Israel Museum in Jerusalem. The Judean desert is where these masks were found. They look scary because their eyes are blank and their mouths are wide open. Since these 12 Neolithic spirit masks are at least 3,500 years older than the oldest known writing, the Areni 1 shoe, there is a lot of room for speculation. Some of the masks look like they show older people, and some look like they show younger people. Number 2. Areni 1 shoe. It was made of leather and was found in 2008 in the Areni 1 cave in the Vayatsar province of Armenia. The shoe was found buried under a layer of sheep's wool. It was in great shape because the climate in the area is dry and cool. The shoe is in such good shape that even the laces are still there. It is a single piece of leather that is about 5,500 years old. The thing was 24.5 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. The shoes are about the same size as a 37 based on their measurements. Number 1. 70,000-year-old bracelet. In 2008, the bracelet was found in the famous Denisova cave in Siberia's Altai region. The arm jewelry was thought to be between 40,000 and 50,000 years old. Based on what has been found recently, the jewelry could be anywhere from 65,000 to 70,000 years old. This theory hasn't been proven yet, but it is stunningly beautiful both during the day, when it reflects the sun's rays, and at night, when it casts a dark green shadow by the fire. That's it for today. We really hope that our video was fun for you to watch. What do you think about these mysterious things? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.